2016, we launched abrasives and hand tools. With values such as expertise, quality, and innovation. That is when CROMSON came to life. In 2018, we added cutting tools and material handling to our product offering, investing in leading-edge technology to go up against the biggest name out on the market. In 2019, we saw our brand take on maintenance, safety, and commodity cutting tools answering the need of our customers for quality products in the MRO market. Now is the time to be there once again for our customers in what is a very challenging period to offer them the solution they need to make their daily environment safer. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our CROMSON webinar series featuring the launch of our very own CROMSON Sanitary product line.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the CROMSON webinar series. Welcome via YouTube Live. I am happy to be with you this morning, and what better way to start our day than with a CROMSON launch. I'm sure you have your morning coffee, substituted your newspaper for our YouTube Live session today. So thank you very much for being here with us. It's an exciting day for CROMSON, and it's an exciting day for you guys as well. Exciting because after months of development, field testing with end users, we are launching our own CROMSON Sanitary product line. So at this point in time, you should, in certain cases, have received your launch kits. For some of you, unfortunately, Purelator got stuck with the boxes, and I do apologize for the inconvenience. Do not worry though, they'll be arriving very shortly. Unfortunately, it's out of my hands with regards to that. However, for people that already have their kits, we'll be going through that and unveiling the products. In the meantime, I hope you found your CROMSON water, that you've kicked that coffee out of the way, and that you're actually getting energized, pumped, because over here in the studio, we are really excited to be sharing the next 45 minutes with you and exchanging upon all the great work we've done for the CROMSON Sanitary product line. We'll be going today behind the scenes. We'll be exploring what our sanitary line consists of, why this represents such a huge opportunity for you guys, and how we're going to make it a success together while tackling opportunities. For people attending a webinar for the first time, here are a few guidelines. This is an interactive live event, so therefore do not hesitate to comment via the chat, ask questions, send emojis, and show your appreciation and love for what you're seeing on the screen. We have our awesome CROMSON coordinator, Angelique, which is behind the scenes, responding to your comments and interacting with you versus what's being presented. So do not hesitate, speak up, don't be shy, make it live, make it entertaining. There will be a Q&A session towards the end of the presentation to answer more technical questions or questions that appeal to the mass with regards to the product line. However, questions that are easier to respond in live will be answered by Angelique, so it'll be a mix of both. If you were unable to access the comment section as you need a Gmail account, do not worry. If you look at the bottom of your screen, you should see an email address, info@cromson.ca. Do not hesitate to send your questions there. We'll be taking a look at it as well. So one last thing, keep your launch kits close. We'll be digging into it for those of you that have it to unveil the rest of the contents. But for now, without further ado, let me introduce our chairman, Christophe, to share a few words with you on this very special day. Take it away.
Hello everyone. I'm very pleased and proud to introduce the launch of the CROMSON Sanitary brand edition. First, I'd like to thank Max, Angelique, and those of you who participated in the creation process of these products. In a record time, they were able to create a coherent range of products that is in line with the CROMSON's motto: expertise, quality, innovation. It's designed and manufactured in Canada. Our partnership with a local manufacturer will allow us to meet anytime the requirements of rapid turnaround and volumes. a Canadian brand to ensure our customers' safety. Previously reserved for certain trades, sanitary products and disinfectants are now, by necessity, one of high runners' commodity. A new market has been created in our business and it's here to stay. The group's mission is to identify and respond to all business opportunities that allow us to grow even in difficult times. You know the group's ambition for CROMSON. They were recently reaffirmed when we updated our strategic plan. This year, we will exceed 1 million in sales. It's the first one of many more to come. To support this ambition, CROMSON will soon include all of our product families. Sanitary is the first step before next announcements. With this addition and the proper sales tools that are provided, CROMSON will become more than ever everyone's focus. I let you discover this product range you can be proud of, making known around you. By protecting ourselves and our customers, let's turn today's situation into an opportunity together. I let you discover this product range you can be proud of, make it known around you. By protecting ourselves and our customers, let's turn today's situation into an opportunity together. Have fun selling these new products.
Thank you very much, Christophe. As you know, with the ongoing pandemic, we're faced with some extraordinary circumstances, and those circumstances bring their load of challenges. But it also brings out the best of us. It stimulates innovation. It's taking us out of our boundaries to make things better and make our work environment safer. While saying those words, I'm just thinking about all of you out there with your friends, family, loved ones, and even in companies that have had to adapt and find solutions to make your environment safer. And when you look at it, today's pandemic is forcing every company to look at how they used to operate and how they'll be operating in the future. Looking into work procedures, setting safety standards, and making sure they have a plan backed with the appropriate investments to keep their workforce safe, employed, and their businesses running. These investments are exactly the type of opportunities that we want to be tackling, as a lot of it will consist in repeat orders for our customer base in the future, from now and in the future actually. So let's look at a few metrics that summarize those investments that are being made and how it affects the market in Canada.
COVID-19 is reshaping the way we look at sanitizing and disinfecting. What we are seeing today is that this event will change forever how people operate daily to keep themselves and their surroundings safe. Two actions seem to stand out as a common pattern for all individuals: hand sanitizing and surface disinfecting, as means to avoid contamination and reduce the risks of contracting COVID-19. Analysis show that these two patterns are so embedded into individuals' way of life as much at home as in their workspace that it will create an increase in the demand for sanitizing products over the next years to come. For our customers, this is an integral part of their safety plan when updating their safety procedures within their facilities. Hand sanitizing and surface disinfectant consumption will be on the rise for the next 7 years in Canada. Quebec and Ontario will generate 50% of the demand for a total market opportunity of $260 million by 2027. Although there are a lot of competitors out on the market, there are no dominant players. The number of suppliers will shrink as end users are becoming more educated on the importance of using quality products. This will force our competitors selling economical, low-cost formulated products to exit the sanitary market, as their offering will have trouble finding takers.
As you've seen, market shares are there for us to capture regardless of the industrial specialty you're in today. Tackling competitors with a quality product is key to be able to shift business our way and to make it ours in the long run. What is needed for a product to be of quality? And how do people judge sanitary products and qualify it as being of quality? It's a combination of multiple things, and the answer is as much in the bottle as it is on the bottle. Let's take a deeper look at our offering and its intricacies. First thing, we need the right labels and the right formats. Our product offering consists of 3 products. Our cleaner, degreaser, disinfectant based with quaternary products. Our surface cleaner, 70% alcohol surface cleaner, and our 70% alcohol-based gel hand sanitizer. We have multiple sizes that tailor to the customer's everyday needs and reality. If we take the small portable formats for vehicles, if we take formats for desks, bathrooms, and shared hard surfaces, workstations and manufacturing facilities, and finally, construction sites and refillable stations. We have it all. Our offering is complete, is versatile, and this is a key selling feature to supply all shared spaces at an end user account. So one of the big advantages with regards to the brand is the fact that when you look at a manufacturing facility, we can be as much on the plant floor as in the office workspaces and be able to supply all of the company with one single brand. So one brand that does it all. It's a big competitive advantage versus competitors that can't offer all those alternatives. And you guys at this point are probably saying, okay, good, it's great, Max, but we need more to outperform the competition. And you guys are right. The most important questions have yet to be discussed. Take a big sip of your CROMSON water, fuel up, we're taking it up a notch together.
By now, I'm sure you've been tempted to look and play around with the products that are in your unboxing kit. Let's dive into the product details together in order to give you some selling tools and give you a better understanding of the products. Pick any product and take a look at the label. If you pay attention to our bottle and label, you'll see that all products come in a ready-to-use format. We chose to go with a vibrant pink color that represents our security portfolio. Pink is a color associated with being innovative and progressive. It catches the eye and can easily be distinguishable on a shelf from any other competitive product. It gives our product a modern look as opposed to some competitive products who have labels that set them back in the 80s and that can be considered as outdated. The black background was chosen to keep the product positioned as an industrial-grade product and allows for the consumer to distinguish easily all the information marked on the label. We chose to go with a white bottle for the bottle to stand out when being on a floor shop or workbench and avoid blending in with any dark colored equipment in a production setting. Our products are all made in Canada with quality ingredients approved by Health Canada. They are purposely unscented, as when we were gathering data from the field, one of the chief complaints customers had was that competitors tried to hide strong odors coming from poor quality ingredients with a fragrance. Studies tend to show that a large percentage of the population are estimated to have some kind of breathing difficulty or sensibility caused by chemicals in scented products. Therefore, we are voluntarily staying away from a scented product, and field testing confirmed it was an added value feature. All products kill germs and bacteria. However, our 70% alcohol surface cleaner is undergoing final approvals with Health Canada to get its own drug identification number. Therefore, on our first batch, we cannot mark that statement on the product labels at this point. Once approved by Health Canada, our 70% alcohol surface cleaner will become a 70% alcohol surface disinfectant and will be officially recognized for killing germs and bacteria. Customers know the benefits of using 70% alcohol-based surface cleaner, as it was marketed heavily in the medias at the beginning of the pandemic as being a solution to killing germs and bacteria on hard surfaces. Only quality ingredients are used in our products. That is why we made the choice of going with a 70% food-grade alcohol, being one of the purest out on the market. Each batch of CROMSON products can be traced back at the source. We keep a sample for each batch produced over a 2-year period and have lab reports and certificates of analysis to back our products at any point in time if needed.
As you can see, people judge sanitary products based on packaging, based on format, product composition, ingredients, and performance to accomplish the desired task. We've done our homework and we've trialed it on the field. For a matter of fact, we actually tried it amongst some of our key end users within certain companies of our group in Quebec and Ontario to get the real-time feedback and appreciation of the product performance and what involved the product composition performance-wise. And we can say one thing, we can vouch by those products and put the CROMSON seal on it and its motto that goes by expertise, quality, and innovation. So going from that point onwards, how do we go to market? How do we make it a success starting today? First off, what are we selling? Are we selling a product or are we selling a solution? The customer needs to know that we're offering a solution that's tailored to their needs. Secondly, it's about reliability. Reliability is everything right now and is key on the market. We're offering a product that's durable through time, of consistent quality, and of product quality that's superior from what we can see currently out on the market. This is very important to underline and to showcase when talking to customers because right now it's not a question of just being in the pandemic, selling these products. We're going to be selling those for many years moving along. And customers need to know they can fall back and that our brand is reliable. So the real question now is, how do you sell a simple solution like sanitizing products? And the answer is as simple as the question. Tailor it to your customers' needs. So here are a few facts for you. We are in a highly competitive market with a lot of players, and you guys that are watching the YouTube live right now are probably saying, great, Max, you're getting this product line out, but we're faced with a lot of competitors and you know, we see all the benefits of the product, but there are a lot out there. So what does that mean? What it means is that there's a lot of opportunities for us to grasp. The average demand in sanitizing products grew 700% globally. So as you can see, there's a wide array for demand and to position our products at this point today. Secondly, it also means that there's a lot of undecisive customers bouncing from product to product, unable to find a fit for themselves. Second fact, you're working on existing customers that have existing needs. We're not trying to build a demand. The demand's already there. We're addressing it. They need the products. Therefore, it shouldn't be an issue to be placing the product and offering the full solutions to your customer. So what's the approach we want to take? Help them find the right solution. Most customers do not have the right solution for their needs today. And we can look at it from three standpoints: format, product, or application in high traffic surfaces and work environments. So how do we make it happen? First off, we need to gather the customer's information and current experience with their products and address the chief complaints that they have with what they're currently using today. Figure out what their needs are and then adapt it to a CROMSON solution. So situations in need of a solution that customers are going to be complaining upon or actually discussing with you are always around the same topics. We can think about application. So within a manufacturing facility, your customer has been using a cleaner degreaser to work out his to clean out his workstation, and then a disinfectant, and you're offering a solution that has both combined into one product. In other cases, the customer has been sanitizing or disinfecting a workstation, but has always been forced to wipe it down. Well, we actually have a solution where with our 70% alcohol-based surface cleaner, it's a slow evaporation formula, and we respond to that need. Then after that, we can also think about smell, texture. How many times have we fell upon a product that actually has a strong odor, that has a grainy feel or a sticky feel to it? So these are all chief complaints that you probably have lived in your daily lives when you started off with the pandemic and you've been buying products to keep your family safe, but for which our customers have been going through the same hoops. And then we can look at formats, not having the right size bottle versus the traffic that they have and the application they have. So, and lastly, but most importantly, lack of certification. So we see a lot of companies that have been improvising out on the market and have been promoting products without an NPN or a DIN, therefore not being approved by Health Canada. As customers become more and more educated, what we're going to see is that they heavily need that certification to get the products qualified in their building. So we see a big gap in products that are offered today, which really offers us a wide door to come in with our product offering and be able to sell all our solutions. Keep in mind, the sanitary products are here to stay and are embedded in people's everyday life. It serves a security purpose, but above all is now a question of comfort. Customers need to be comfortable using the products because it's a daily use or an hourly usage that they make out of it. So on a technical standpoint or in its application, this is what we have for you. We'll provide a cheat sheet compiling most common complaints and how to address it with your customers. So that will include more technical responses that might appeal to some of you or certain of your customers in specific situations. And we've addressed a list of all the different complaints that I've mentioned earlier, and it should be able to help you out with regards to that. In addition, we'll be providing MSDS and product sheets, product information sheets, and these will be available for your daily needs. So all that would be packaged, bundled up, and sent to you, so you make sure you address the right issues and have all the information to do so with your customers. Let's talk about competition for a few minutes. So when we look at competition, your biggest competitors are actually not the ones that you're faced on a daily basis with. So one thing to know is that a lot of customers today buy their sanitary products online. So it's an invisible competition, and unless you bring up the topic, then customers are just keeping their regular channel of ordering through an Amazon or whatever online sales channel they use daily or weekly. Second of all, our second competition are the janitorial distributors. So what you need to know is that in the specific facilities that you tailor to on a daily basis, they are janitorial distributors that actually are distributing these type of products. And these are the ones that we actually are going after while placing our sanitary product line. Customers do not associate you with these products and this line of product right now. So get the word out there, engage on this with 100% of your customer base and make it a success. The more you talk about it, and the more you're going to get customers educated on the fact that we have a whole security portfolio, and within that security portfolio, you've got safety, you've got a sanitary line now and moving forth. So that's for the general info with regards to that. For the next few minutes, I hope you guys have been commenting, that you've been liking and expressing yourself, because we'll be answering your questions. So if you haven't sent in your questions yet to Angelique, or you haven't been commenting live, take a few minutes. We'll take 1 to 2 minutes just to get those compiled, sent to me, and we'll be addressing those momentarily. right, so we're back live with you guys, and we've had a few questions that have been submitted. Don't hesitate to keep on submitting those as I'm answering the first questions, and we'll just go along and answer them one by one. So we have a first question by Lorraine from Ficodis. For those who are not acquainted with her, she is part of the marketing team. She's joined us recently. So hi, Lorraine. The question that she's asking is, what markets or what industries, for what industries or markets are the NPN or DINs needed? So in which case do we need an NPN or a DIN, and it tailors to what market? So when we look at it, NPNs and DINs is a certification that's issued by Health Canada. It's a certification that's required on all disinfecting products. So anything that holds the word disinfecting or that actually is applied on the hands and is used, I'll say, by individuals to protect themselves, needs to have an NPN or a DIN number associated with it. What we see today is that a lot of competitors are trying to push products out there of low-grade formulations or products that are simply not approved, and you'll see that very often. And these competitors, through time, will have a tendency of disappearing as Health Canada is following up on each brand that's out there and making sure that we have safe and secure products that are sold to end users. So NPNs, DINs, they apply to every market, every industry, regardless. And for companies that are, I'd say, of larger sizes and a bit more structured, you'll see that it's something that they're going to regularly ask, and they'll also ask sometimes to have an MSDS sheet and product information sheet. So do expect that. Great question, Laurent. Second question from Jordan. What are the lead times on these items? Excellent question, Jordan. So the lead time on the items, I'll phrase it this way. You guys have local inventory today in your stores. You have a backup inventory at our CROMSON hub, the same way you have it with all our CROMSON items. And in addition to that, we have an additional backup stock at our supplier. So our supplier was generous enough to grant us space to make sure that we had some products on their shelves at any point in time to pull out. Judging how it's a volatile market, a lot of people are thinking about a second wave. What happens if all of a sudden my customers require larger volumes because the pandemic is just evolving, I'll say, in a negative manner? Well, in which case, not to worry, we have inventory backed up all the way to the supplier. In addition, what you need to know is that we're going to be monitoring sales and inventory for each company on a weekly basis. So managers are going to get a call from myself on every Friday, so we can follow up on what has been done to ensure that we have our inventories always up to max, so you do not miss out on any sales at any point in time. Other than that, the lead time, manufacturing lead time is 2 weeks turnaround from getting it into the bottles and shipped out, or our backup hubs inventory levels up. So safe to say we shouldn't miss out on anything, and we've thought about it on three bases. So local for you guys, CROMSON hub, supplier. Leo asks, are we competitive? And he's referring, are we competitive price-wise? Excellent question, Leo. To answer that, I'll give you a bit of history with regards to pricing. What you're going to see today is there's 3 types of pricing out on the market. You're going to see that there's what we call a business-to-consumer pricing. So the Lowe's, Home Depot, Canadian Tire price points that you see on a daily basis. That's one type of pricing, and then that's the highest bracket, I'd say, within those type of products. Then you have, I'll say, distributor pricing, which is a distributor pricing such as the common distributors we see today, and SCN, a 10 equip of these worlds, if I'm to name a few, where when we pull the products out and they apply their margin and whatnot, we fall back on a B2C pricing. So we fall back on a Canadian Tire, Lowe's, Home Depot price point. So this is one part and is the highest part of the bracket. Then we have the real price points that we're going after, which are the janitorial distributor price points. So janitorial distributors have a very different pricing from what we've been accustomed to up to now. So you've been supplying major brands like Spray 9, Fantastic, and everything, and these have that price point that's set pretty high. Janitorial distributors have a whole different set of pricing that is much more cutthroat and aggressive, and they hold the bulk of the business out from online sales. So when we negotiated our rates with our supplier, we ensured that we were exactly on the same price points as a janitorial distributor. We ensured that we had those cutthroat pricing, that we were competitive per bottle, per case, per pallet. So we've covered all 9 yards so we do not miss out on the sale. So that's how we're positioned price-wise. And it's important for you to decipher that, because you're going to see that it's a broad spectrum out on the market. Customers, like I said earlier, are not have been forced to figure out how to adapt, and price points are going to vary or sway from the highest bracket to the most competitive one when you look at the key volume that you want to win over at an end user account. Eric asks, are the prices on our sheets our costs? So we were going to talk about a pamphlet in a few moments. That's part of the launch kit. The price points on it are end user pricing. It is not our costs. It's the end user pricing. You can take this sheet out to your end user, sell the products, and it's exactly the sale prices that we offer our customers today. So you have an appreciation of how competitive we can be. So to fall back on your second question, Eric, you were saying, if so, what is the suggested sell price? Just look on the second page of your sheet and off you go. Andre states, will there be a wall-mounted dispenser available in the future? So wall-mounting dispensers are very popular amongst some of our customers. And wall-mounting dispensers is a separate set of the market where you can have a lot of qualities, varieties, and whatnot. We're actually entertaining the idea of looking at having the products already pre-packaged in I want to say a Ziploc bag for lack of better words. So a pouch is actually the word I was looking for. Sorry, guys. A pouch with a proprietary nozzle that fits a proprietary dispenser. So we're entertaining the idea, juggling with it right now. If you need just the common dispensers that you lift the lid up to fill up the dispenser with gel or whatnot, then in that case, reach out to me. I've got some suppliers that can get really interesting price points for you guys. However, we did not invest in that market because it's a very volatile market. You're going to have some cheap dispensers that are going to be at price points that are very low, and then you're going to get decent ones at different price points. So it's a very volatile market. We did not want to risk it at this point, but we're considering having something that's proprietary to us and looking at the investments that will require to eventually have those wall mounting displays out there. However, like I say, fall back on the fact that I have a solution for you guys, and reach out if you think that it might appeal to some of your customers. Eric says, I believe our best way to get this information out to our customers is with flyers, with sell price for the sales staff to hand out. Will there be any flyers made out? If not, can we create our own to hand out? No, you cannot create your own to hand out. Anything that's CROMSON is dealt by CROMSON and shared out to the companies. As much as I appreciate the creativity you guys might have locally. And secondly, Eric, you guys probably haven't received your launch kits yet. So apologies on that once again. But all the flyers are already done. The handouts are ready. And you guys have a stack coming in as well in the next few days to be able to address that with your end users. We had another question that was asked by Leo, which was, what is the difference between the two cleaners that we're promoting today? And I want to address that very quickly with you guys. As you know, we have our cleaner, degreaser, disinfectant that's quart-based. And when we look at a cleaner, degreaser, disinfectant, it's a solution that you're going to use on work surfaces that will require a wipe down after to remove all the gunk and stuff that it's been degreasing and disinfecting. So our cleaner, degreaser, disinfectant does require a wipe down once you've applied it, as opposed to our 70% alcohol-based surface cleaner, which is simply a spray-on, slow evaporation formula. And the reason for it being slow evaporation is you want to maximize that contact time with the surfaces to kill germs and bacteria. So this is awesome to use in workspaces. When you look at door hinges, when you look at any common surface that everybody's going to be touching in a day in a workspace, this is really one to prioritize. If you look at it if you look at it on the plant side, what you're going to see is that for work surfaces, customers can go all day using cleaner, degreasers, disinfectant to wipe down their stations as they're changing their production and production's evolving in what they're doing. And by the end of the day, can actually just apply slow evaporating 70% alcohol-based formula, which evaporates, and then they come back the next morning to a clean workspace. So this is the difference between the two products. I don't think there's any more questions. So right now, what are the next steps and where do we go from here? So as mentioned, you will have in your launch kits a commercial pamphlet that summarizes the features that we've been talking about for the past half hour. It also has the end user price points and the formats that's available to sell right now. Your managers are going to have the extra pamphlets because per launch kit you've got 3, which is a start, but you need much more as the market is wide, and I'm sure you guys are going to be promoting it widely. The idea is to put it in a maximum of customers' hands. So we're kicking this off with a special launch price that's available until December 31st, regardless of customers' annual spend on the products. So when you look at a small user versus a big user, we decided to be fair to all and maximize penetration amongst all of our customers with these price points. And for every first order placed, the customer receives a set of 5 multifunctional hands-free CROMSON tool. So what is a multifunctional hands-free CROMSON tool? Basically, it's a tool that allows to create space between your hands and whatever surface you need to touch. So if you're looking at entering an elevator, opening a door, if you're looking at carrying bags, opening a faucet in public areas, well, you're going to use the CROMSON multifunctional tool to create that distance and basically protect yourself from contacting any germs that might be there on shared spaces. So this is what the multifunctional tool is there for. We're promoting it within the launch and giving it out for the first orders, but they're also available for retail sale if the customer finds it interesting for their staff. So following that, you're going to run into different types of opportunities. For any large opportunities, please communicate with your managers and myself so we can look into the pallet pricing that you guys want to hand out and ensure we'll capture the business. So I've studied the market for a while. We've looked at it under all aspects, and definitely the larger opportunities is a subject of discussion to have with your managers, myself, look at it as a whole and really have the right approach to capture the business. Before I let you go, I'm going to invite you to look into your warehouse. You're going to find your CROMSON inventory. If it hasn't arrived, it's supposed to arrive today. or at the latest Monday, but you guys are ready to sail and you've got the inventory to back it up. So I'll feel free to help your team set up in your store the products, get acquainted with the products and the packaging. So when opening a few boxes, you'll see how they're packaged out, because it is a question that the customer will be probably asking. In addition to that, you guys will receive counter displays for all walk-in stores to showcase our product offering. So it's going to help you get the word out. We've got two types of displays. We have one display that holds the 3 products, which constitutes our product portfolio, in which case you're easily able to have a visual for your customers on what it is. And if you put the pamphlets right behind, they can actually pull one out and see all the different formats that are available today. The second display is actually a selling display for 118 milliliters hand sanitizer. What better way to get a customer on and engaged by talking about the smaller format that we have and actually using it as an add-on to every sale that you have at the counter and say, hey, try it out, Mr. Customer. You're going to enjoy it and come back for more. And then let's work on switching out your plant from what you're currently using today. So engaging with your customers and engaging with the brand and your customers is key, because once again, as I stated previously, they do not necessarily think of you as being a provider for those type of products. Inside sales team, really take 2 minutes of your customer's time. They will value it. They need the product. Guide them onto the display, because once guided on the display, it becomes like a magnet. On that note, this is what I have for you. And I hope that you've enjoyed the launch, that you've got acquainted with the products. If you have any additional questions, do not hesitate. Send it my way. Send it to Angelique. We're going to be monitoring info at cromson.ca as well. We really want you to have success and pleasure in promoting and offering these products to your customers the same way we've had a lot of pleasure building the line and crafting it to your needs. For me, it's been a special moment sharing this session with you, this YouTube live session, I should say, with you guys. Have fun, enjoy promoting it. Amidst these challenging times, I'm sure that you're going to find that it's a very entertaining way of selling and attending really your customers' needs. So have a great day. Thank you for attending and see you next time.